everyone. Just gonna pull Destiny. She's coming. She's coming. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Hello.
Let me change the angle of this so you can see my face.
I'm going to change my volume just a tiny bit.
There we go.
I made set myself up so that Riley's painting could be in my background.
Oh, nice. This is Destiny Itano. She's the owner of Seattle Yarn. She's a longtime customer. She's a dye camper, and she's a designer that's done some really amazing designs in our yarn.
Hello.
And her son, Riley, is in art college in Bellingham, Washington.
Yes, that's right.
And so the painting behind her is done by her son, Riley, whom we also love. And if you know about our scholarship fund, Riley was the first recipient of funds from our scholarship fund.
Yeah, that's right.
And we think it is a worthwhile investment. And Elizabeth's wearing Yorisu. Is it Yorisu or Yorisu?
It's actually pronounced Yoriso.
Yoriso. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
The U is an anglicized sort of thing to try to deal with the Japanese long O. It's just
okay.
O, but in Japanese there's a short O and a long O, and they don't want to write it as two O's because then everyone says ooh, but it works out that way anyway because it's confusing. So
there we go. So do you have any of your designs with you today?
Unfortunately I don't because I'm quarantined at home and they're all in the shop. I thought about that a little bit too late.
Dear. That's all right. So what we'll do after this is we will put up an Instagram post with photos from your patterns in our yarns, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then and so people can come and find them.
Mm-hmm.
What are you working on lately?
Well, I have a I have a super secret one that I'm not really allowed to talk about. But I'm working on a couple of things. Well, the quarantine thing has completely thrown everything into disarray, right? Because obviously, I guess I don't even really need to say that, but
we're all with you.
Yeah, as you know, there was a sort of the spring show season utterly disrupted. I do usually do some designs for those shows, as you also know. And with those getting postponed, I've also kind of pushed those back just because we've had to scramble and spend so much time making a website. Suddenly I am a website maker, which is not a thing that I had really planned on being. So I've been doing a lot of that. But that said, I have a couple of designs in the works that I can, let's see. Well, there's one thing that I'm going to be working on and actually haven't even had a chance to talk to you about yet, but is probably...
Where better than live where I can't say no in front of a whole...
I know, right? I don't think you say no. I don't think you say no. But it's a pattern that I really am excited about. It's a color work pattern because I've kind of gotten on a color work kick lately. It's been very satisfying for me. And it's a hat and mitts combination pattern with a really cool color work design that will hopefully be ready sooner than later because it's pretty much near done. And I would love to use DK Matter for it because DK Matter is my favorite DK yarn. It's super, it just does everything I want it to do. So that's what I would like to use. I'll show you pictures later.
I think we can be convinced.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's I mean, most color work, I think, what works great about it is these really bright contrasts and obviously you know, you guys are super good at the cool, bright colors. So I have a plan for that one. Yes.
So you own Seattle Yarn in Seattle, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
in West Seattle, which we've been to. And don't tell the others, but I think it's my favorite yarn store ever.
It's the best one.
It's spacious. There's lots of place to sit down and spread out and spend some time with really cool people. We had the best time there last year during the local yarn store tour out that way, and felt completely warm and welcome by everybody there. It's a really amazing little community that you've built in that yarn shop in that area of the world. And I know that several of our customers have come out and visited you there, and they all have glowing reviews. So you've started building a website.
Yes, that's pretty much all I do now is do website work.
Yeah,
which is
that's
weird.
the thing.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
And you are also currently our only active wholesale customer.
Mm-hmm.
So Destiny has indigo dragonfly colors that nobody else in the world has, including us.
Yeah, that's right.
So we absolutely encourage you to go to the Seattle Yarn website, have a look around, explore. She's also the only local yarn store that gets its own Geek Club shipment, including exclusive colors that not even we have. So she's a really, really great resource for indigo dragonfly yarns, other indie dyer yarns. She's a fantastic supporter of all of us. And she's one of the businesses that we want to see open when we all emerge from this weird time that we're in. So please, please, please tell people about her. Spend some time on her website. Spread the word, because in the fall, we want to be able to go back there and do some workshops and some trunk shows and all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah.
And you have a virtual knit night.
Yeah. So I was going to say, well, thank you for saying all those nice things, first of all.
Sure, though.
Yeah, well, so, and I'll just say back, you know, when I first, made this crazy decision to take over a yarn store, Kim was one of the first people that I sent, all caps text messages to, and, you know, said, oh my God, I think we're going to do this. And right away, you know, the Indigo Dragonfly folks were really wonderful and said, you know, how can we help? So that's just been fantastically appreciated this whole time. And it's been really cool to bring your guys' stuff to this community that, you know, wasn't familiar with you before. And now they all know your yarn, and they all get excited when those boxes show up. So it's really cool. Yeah, so we've been having a virtual knitting group twice a week. We're going to have one soon, actually, right after this. And anyone is invited. One of the things that we love about our shop and love about our community, and the thing that's been the hardest for us during all of this, is not seeing all of these people that we usually see. And community is a really, really big part of what we do and what we work on and what we've tried really hard to build. So we're trying really hard to keep that going as best we can. If anybody ever wants to join us, you're totally welcome. It doesn't matter if we've never met you before. We're always excited to meet new people. So, and the virtual knit night's been kind of cool because we've had people call in from all over the place who wouldn't normally be able to just show up, you know, at our shop on an evening. So that's been neat. And then the other thing I was going to mention, you mentioned the local yarn store tour that was originally is in May. That's been postponed currently, but hopefully it's rescheduled for mid-September. The tentative are mid-September. The local yarn store tour here in the Pacific Northwest is the biggest one in the country, and we think the oldest one. nobody's ever been able to sort of 100% verify that, but we think so. It's been going on for 15 years. And it's really, really fantastic. Kim was planning on coming out in May. Since we've been postponed, we're really, really hopeful that we'll be seeing her in September, if possible, if it works out. Yeah, and we'll, Kim came and taught some classes last time she was here. We would love to have her do that again. And it's a really, really cool opportunity. It's one of the other things we've tried to do is bring folks from outside the area to teach classes and expose our community to other kinds of knowledge and other kinds of folks. And Kate Atherley, who was on earlier, has also come out to the shop to teach, for example. So September.
And it would be really great timing to be able to come out for the local yarn store tour in September.
I hear there's a book or something.
There's something happening. We're not really talking about it until like 6 to 8 weeks ahead of time, because what we want is all the knitters in the entire universe to all start ordering the books so that it goes to the top of the charts on Amazon and our publisher is happy and we get to write more books. But yeah, we have the shawl book, and I think you're the first person I contacted when I signed the contract and said, hi, should we do something at your shop?
Yeah, it's like, of course. It'd be so exciting. Yeah.
Destiny is part of the really great community we've built around Indigo Dragonfly. If you don't know about how fantastic this community is, come and spend 5 minutes in our Ravelry group. Just jump into one of the conversations, and it's like you've met a whole pile of new friends. And Destiny's shop is the same way. If you walk in the door and sit down at the table, you walk out 10 minutes later feeling like you have brand new best friends in the world. And that's why I love Destiny and the work that she does. And why I wanted to interview her today is to talk about all of that. We're going to end this here because I have to go and do another thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to post some pictures of some of the work designs Destiny has done in our yarn, post links to Destiny's designer page and also her Seattle Yarn page, and all the information about how to find them on our Instagram, so you can go there, find out all about her, follow her, and see the fantastic work that she's been doing. I'm really proud to be supporting Destiny, and I'm really proud that she has agreed to support us in so many different ways.
Yeah, it right back at you, Kim. And I hope that when people go and look at the patterns and stuff, you'll see how fantastic and versatile I think your guys' yarn is. That's part of why I keep using it, because it does all the things I want it to do. I've used all different kinds. I've used the merino, I've used the sock yarns, I've used the Wingenhoven most recently, the best. Yeah, they're just wonderful.
Yay. Well, it's really great to see you.
It's so cool to see you too. Thanks for having me.
And I hope to drop in on one of your knit nights soon. Can we find out about those if we follow Seattle Yarn?
Yeah, actually, if you go to our Ravelry group, which is called Seattle Yarn, it's called Seattle Yarn Lovers is the Ravelry group, and
Excellent.
there's a sticky thread there that's called Virtual Knitting, and the info is always in the header there. Excellent.
So the rest of you, we're going to see you again at 2:15 with some mystery minion guests. And we'll see you all again in about 25 minutes. Thank you, Destiny. Talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me, Kim. It's good to see you. Love you.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.